What if I told you that the Philippines was already highly advanced even before it was so-called discovered by Ferdinand Magellan? Hard to believe, right? As it turns out, ancient Filipinos were expert seafarers, building advanced boats and navigating vast ocean routes tens of thousands of years before Magellan ever set sail, and even before the Polynesians mastered the open seas. These seem like bold claims. However, recent groundbreaking archaeological discoveries in the Philippines could back up these statements. Evidence suggests that this island nation was home to advanced maritime technology long before many great civilizations even emerged, challenging history as we know it. What do we truly know about this breathtaking archipelagic nation in Southeast Asia? For many, it is recognized for its ongoing territorial dispute with the global superpower, China. Others know it for its world-renowned, pristine beaches that have frequently made headlines. And for some, it stands out as a dominant force in international beauty pageants, earning global admiration. However, the Philippines is far more than just these headlines. With over 7,600 islands and a population exceeding 116 million, it stands as the 14th most populous nation on Earth. When we think of nations that have profoundly influenced human civilization, the Philippines is rarely among the first that come to mind. Instead, countries like China, Egypt, and India often dominate the discussion. However, groundbreaking discoveries in this archipelagic nation are now challenging what we thought we knew about history. The story of human settlement in the Philippines stretches back much further than we once believed. Based on past discoveries, the nation had one of oldest human habitations in history. This was supported with the groundbreaking discovery of ancient rhinoceros bones bearing unmistakable cut marks, evidence of butchery, alongside 57 stone tools. Astonishingly, these artifacts date back 709,000 years. But the mystery deepens on who was responsible for these cut marks. No hominin fossils were found at the site, leaving scientists to wonder which early human species was responsible for these markings. The identified human remains in the country only go back around 67,000 years ago. This species has been named as Homo luzonensis, after the island where it was discovered. For centuries, one question has baffled researchers studying humanity's spread across the globe. How did the islands of the Philippines become so densely populated so early in history? The Philippines was never connected to mainland Asia. No land bridges, no ice sheets, yet evidence of early human habitation is scattered across its islands. This can mean only one thing: the vast seas were not barriers but pathways, essential for migration and survival. But the real mystery lies in how these early voyagers crossed them. Was it by chance, drifting with the currents, or were they skilled navigators who deliberately charted their course? Some researchers suggest that these ancient humans may have drifted to these islands by chance, clinging to logs carried by the currents. This must have been the case, as the alternative seems nearly impossible. How could early modern humans have braved vast, treacherous seas and settled these distant islands without a sophisticated understanding of seafaring? Such a feat would have required more than luck. It demanded skill, strategy, and an intimate knowledge of the ocean's secrets. Or so we think. Recent groundbreaking discoveries in the Philippines suggest that we may have vastly underestimated the capabilities of the early humans who once thrived here. Based on new study, these ancient people of the Philippines and the neighboring countries may have been pioneers of oceanic travel long before the rest of the world. Evidence suggests that prehistoric Philippines and Southeast Asia weren't just home to early seafarers. They were at the heart of maritime innovation. Researchers now believe that these ancient inhabitants weren't just surviving at sea, they were revolutionizing ocean travel. Stone tools found in the Philippines suggest that as early as 40,000 years ago, seafarers in this country had developed an astonishing level of technological sophistication, rivaling civilizations that would emerge thousands of years later. This may come as a surprise, given that history books have long portrayed this nation as merely a footnote in European exploration, a land discovered by Western explorers. According to these records, what they encountered were simple, unsophisticated natives, untouched by the advancements of the Old World. Yet reality tells a different story. Long before European explorers mastered the seas, these so-called primitive natives were already expert navigators, skillfully sailing across vast oceans, forging trade routes, and connecting distant lands. This recent study was published in the Journal of Archaeological Science by researchers from Ateneo de Manila University. It challenges the long-standing belief that Paleolithic innovation was centered in Africa and Europe. Instead, it unveils a thriving maritime culture in the Philippines and neighboring countries in Southeast Asia. With organic materials like wood and fiber, crucial for boat building, rarely survive the passage of time, then how did the researchers find evidence to back up this claim? The answer lay hidden in stone. Within ancient tools unearthed in the Philippines, scientists uncovered a secret buried for 40,000 years. Upon closer examination, they found undeniable traces of plant fiber extraction, proof that early Homo sapiens in this region were not only surviving, but innovating. You might wonder, what's the connection between this fiber extraction and boat building? Researchers have suggested that these early humans extracted tree resin so they could use it to weave ropes, craft nets, and other binding materials. The strong and durable ropes made from these plant fibers were essential innovation for constructing boats that could withstand long journeys between islands. With how sea travel could be treacherous, even with our modern ships, these ancient humans in the Philippines also invented something so they could beat these waves. Supporting these findings, archaeologists in Mindoro and Timor-Leste uncovered deep-sea fish remains, tuna, sharks, alongside fishing hooks, gorges, and net weights. This showed that our ancestors weren't just involved in early fishing. The discovery of large predatory fish at these ancient sites unveils something remarkable. These species don't thrive in shallow coastal waters, meaning early Filipinos had to venture far beyond the shore to catch them. This points to one undeniable truth. They weren't just coastal foragers, but skilled deep-sea navigators. To hunt these elusive fish, they must have mastered ocean currents, tracked fish migration patterns, and understood seasonal weather shifts with astonishing precision. Their seafaring expertise was not only advanced for its time, but rivaled that of the famed Polynesian navigators, who would emerge much later in history. Their advanced boat-building skills likely positioned the region as a driving force of innovation tens of thousands of years ago, laying the foundation for the rich maritime traditions that still endure today. Theories are just theories if they can't be put to test. So, the researchers from Ateneo de Manila University launched the first long-distance open-sea watercrafts, or FLOW project. This aims to reconstruct and sail ancient-style boats, using the very materials and techniques uncovered at archaeological sites. More than just building replicas of the boats, the project aims to prove that these early sailors were indeed capable of mastering long-distance ocean travel far earlier than history books suggest. Once proven true, this would radically change our understanding of early human exploration. It would strengthen the claim that indeed the Philippines have been home to some of the world's first great navigators. They bridged vast oceanic distances at a time when much of humanity was still confined to land. With this, we could finally put an end to the debates about whether Magellan truly discovered the country, or if the natives had already established their civilization long before his arrival. This would let the Filipinos be more proud of their heritage as expert seafarers, even before any foreign powers landed on their shores. But, what are your thoughts about this? Watch the next video on your screen for more intriguing stories that aim to feed your inquisitive minds. Have a good one.